In a world where game queues are long, three idiots will babble on about nothing for your enjoyment. Will they be able to keep you from falling asleep? Probably not, but you're gonna listen anyways. This is The Waiting Queue. Hello and welcome to The Waiting Queue podcast for 3/16/15. I am here with Cross Knights and Konobi-kun for our guest this week. Welcome.
Hey, I'm Konobi.
Nobody believes you.
Look, he went to get some water. I mean...
Are you kidding me?
I told him to go. I said if he runs, it'll be fine.
Well, welcome to the Waiting Queue podcast with me and Cross Knights, and that's it.
And Konobi-kun. I can't do a Konobi impression. His voice isn't distinct enough.
I guess I'll just take Konobi off the... Oh, hey, welcome back to the podcast, Konobi.
He never left. He never left. You heard him.
Not. Of course not. But yeah, welcome to the podcast, Konobi. I haven't had you on... We haven't had you on in months at this point.
Few months.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to be here.
Oh my. Are we going to get all sensual?
Oh my. And the answer is no.
This is just my professional voice. It's the same voice I used to use when I answered the phone at work.
Oh. It's so calming.
Yeah. It was mainly
Makes
just...
me want to punch chickens.
Oh, okay. So it was mainly just your work schedule that always got into conflicts with the podcast and stuff, is from what I understand.
So
Good thing you don't have to worry about that anymore.
for a while, you could have me on every Monday if you'd like.
Every Monday. Holy shit. We found a replacement for Relic finally. Now you just have to adapt to shitting on us constantly.
We don't even have the podcast every Monday anymore, though.
Nope, it's a bi-weekly podcast.
Except when it isn't.
Except when it isn't. That should be our tagline.
Bi-weekly podcast, except when it isn't. Sometimes it's no weekly. We just disappear for long stretches at a time.
Like you.
Okay, I'm going over the top. Over the topic list, and the first one interests me a lot.
Yeah, I gotta say, I was trying to be quiet about that before we did intros, but what? Alright, wait. Well, first, how have you been, Konobi, in general? Is there anything interesting about you losing your job? I mean, in your life? Or leaving your job?
Or both?
I quit my job.
Yeah, there we go.
I quit my job to do YouTube. Does that count?
Well,
yes, yeah.
Yeah, good luck with that, man. I mean...
I quit my job because... I'm not even going to say what my previous job was, but I'm pretty sure Companion and Cross do know. But I was really tired of the way everything was being run there. Like, when I first started there, we had different bosses, and everything was fun and interesting, and then those bosses went on to do other things, and then we got the main boss that only cared about numbers and profits and stuff like that, and just was mean.
That sounds like a lot of things. Oh, sorry. No, you can go ahead.
She does the thing where it's like, oh yeah, we're come and work and have fun, but all that fun is work related.
Oh.
And then when you don't make the numbers, she actually just becomes a total jerk.
Gotcha.
And it's just like, yep, I'm done. After nearly 5 years of working there, I'm done.
Yeah, whenever I've heard about stories of people working in, be it like anything from just like stock boys to, I don't know, restaurant cooks or something, it's usually like, yeah, when I started there, the bosses were great and it wasn't too bad. I mean, like, I still hated the work doing that and just diddling around, but at least it wasn't terrible. But then a new boss came in and it made me quit my job, so...
Yeah, that happens pretty quickly. Because, like, bosses and those, like, a lot of businesses, the bosses work insane hours and they hate their job and they hate everyone, and eventually they just leave. So you just have, like, a new boss every 2 years, usually.
Yeah.
It's
corporate businesses, what are you going to do with them?
But how long are you planning on, like, sticking to YouTube until you eventually find something else?
The rule that I set for myself was that I was going to do this for a month and set good habits. And then once I have those good habits, go out and look for a job, and hopefully those good habits stick with me. And I continue to produce content. And eventually, if I manage to continue to make good content, then I will make money where I don't have to have a 9-to-5 job anymore, and I will just be able to sit at home and play video games all the time.
Well, according to Cross's last update video, you don't do YouTube anymore, so...
Yeah, but I thought you like stopped your channel at one point. I think I casually mentioned it in a video, and then I looked at your channel. I was like, oh, no, I just haven't checked your channel in like a few months, so I just assumed because I didn't check it that you just stopped forever.
No, it's honestly, I haven't been doing a whole lot, only because all the stuff that I have been putting out, I haven't been entirely proud of.
Oh,
Like I did a recent playthrough of Bayonetta 2, and there's a lot of projects that I have just stopped cold turkey because I'll put out a video and I'll just get 5 views, and I'll get 5 views over the course of 3 weeks, and I'm like, okay, obviously this isn't working.
yeah, that whole thing can be sad.
Yeah, it can be really sad when you sit there and you're like,
So-
I put so much work into this video. I put 15 hours of editing and like recording and shit and rendering out, and then you put it up and it's just like 3 views over the course of 9 years.
It's like I should have just played
So-
Isaac and not edited it and put up the raw 3 times the views.
She just recorded Underhell again.
Are we talking about somebody who starts with a northern and ends with a lion?
Well, no, the thing, my Binding of Isaac series that I'm doing is more popular than anything I've done in a long time. It's crazy.
Because it's so just easy to watch.
Yeah,
Thing
no,
is
it's a great game. I love it.
I'm so terrible at doing solo commentary. That's why everything I ever do is with multiple people now. I'm a little bit of an introvert.
There we go. Well,
So it's super.
I'd keep at it though, like, because I think I was pretty bad at commentary before, also, but it just got like eventually it just seems natural to talk to yourself.
Yeah, it's,
But it's
really
at
weird,
first.
but
Yeah,
imagine having an animal in your house. They'd be like, who the hell is this guy talking to all the time?
me.
Oh, well.
It's talking to
Okay.
me. That's why I
So
wag
what's
my
the,
tail.
what's this Valve got an F thing? What is
Yeah,
this
now that
all
people
about?
are
wait,
actually starting to...
how are you doing? Oh, whatever. Let's skip.
Nobody cares about us. I've said it a million times before.
I'm actually genuinely curious now.
But
now that
interesting
people
things
have... Okay, what are we going to talk about? Either interesting things that happened to us, or...
Let's just do this. Let's go.
Okay.
Valve.
It better
Yeah.
be an F for fantastic.
Yeah, Valve had received an F after the Better Business Bureau investigated them for customer service. So now Valve they said that over the course of this year, they're going to heavily dedicate themselves to boosting up their customer service. And there's
Okay.
everything. Yeah, they do have really shitty customer service. That is just
from
known.
what I understand, if something goes wrong with one of your Valve orders, you're just pretty much screwed.
Yeah.
Like, they're not going to do anything to fix it.
There's a 4-pack of a game that I got. I think it was Orion Dino Horde because it was like $1 for 4, and I just wanted to hand them out to people in like a sort of here's a game and have fun playing it, and trick them into playing it. And I didn't get the 3 extra copies. I sent them a ticket, and they were like, "Okay, we'll do this, and nothing happened. It was terrible.
Yeah.
Took them like
So no,
8
that
months
F
to
is-
respond too.
The F is...
And
like,
that-
I don't know what else to say about this, but it sounds like the F might be justified.
Yeah, no, it is. It's completely justified. It's really shitty customer support.
Man, and I had something all smarmy to say. I was like, Valve doesn't have terrible customer service. They just have terrible customers.
Well, I'm a good customer.
It might be both. And they do have terrible customers. There's 8 million...
They do.
They reached 8 million congruent people. Like, human beings are horrible people, so...
That's true. I worked in retail. I can prove it. I had a if I can break away from that just to tell the story of a terrible customer that I had is I was going it was like my 3rd to last day at work, and I was off shift, and I put my jacket on and was walking out, and a customer asked me if I could assist them for a second, tell them where something was, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm off my clock. You know, I can't help you right now, but there's a lady down there in the shoe department who can assist you. And apparently he got mad at me for my disregarding attitude and complained to me to my boss, and my boss is like, I can't do anything, he's quitting. This customer,
And then you
the
just
customer
go like,
literally,
that's right, jackass. Deal with it. And then
No.
you mooned them.
this customer literally threatened to kick my ass because I wouldn't help him.
Jeez.
That would have been the perfect
had-
time to moon them. Be like, it's right here.
I had to call LP so that and security so that because I had to wait for my ride. So that this person, because he literally was that kind of person who probably would have tried to
But
kick my ass.
Konobi, the customer is always right. So,
That is a lie. and I hate you. You know what? You know what, companion? You know what that is?
Customers are
That's the same freaking joke that everybody uses when I hold up a bill to check to see if it's real, and they're like, "Oh, I just made that in my basement today." Screw you, companion.
I don't. I'm sorry, that went over my head.
Companion's
I'm
not
really
a
tired.
As in, it's a phrase and a joke that I've heard way too many times, even though you think you've only said it once.
Oh.
I've heard it like a billion times.
Yeah, like when people
Well-
fucking say that stupid catchphrase about my name.
What's the
What's the catchphrase?
Nothing.
What's the catchphrase?
Wait, I don't know what this
companion?
catchphrase.
No, nothing. Don't worry about it. But yeah,
They
how
put a fire or
Cross,
that
you have
you
something
love-
to talk about, right?
oh, okay. It was just quick. YouTube decided to add a feature without telling anyone. Now people can add a collaboration button, so you'll see any video that I'm hoping to use this like exclusively. Anytime anyone appears in my videos, if you check the description, it'll appear in this like nice little YouTube-made like link that's different than the descriptions, and you can choose different categories. Like if someone made the music for your video, it can be like music maker or art design or something like that. So I think it's mainly intended for like serious YouTube productions, like shorts and stuff like that. But I think it's a cool feature, and it's just I don't know if everyone knows about it.
You can use that for collaborations if you want to do like co-op Let's Plays or something. You'd be like, this is the other nerd in this video.
Yeah,
check
which
it
is
out.
the only thing I'm going to use it for, because I don't think I'm going to have like art design unless it's me, in which case I'm not going to credit myself, because why?
Art design by this guy. Links to your own channel.
I'm actually trying to
exactly.
find that setting right now. Is that the card setting you're talking about?
The what?
No, it's when you're uploading a video, it'll say add collaborator
Oh, okay.
as you're uploading the video. Yeah.
And another thing that I know that YouTube didn't quite tell me is that non-partnered people can finally use the scheduled setting.
Really?
Oh, I
Yes.
didn't know that. Well, I've been.
Yeah, you
partnered,
can now
so-
select scheduled when uploading a video, because I'm not partnered with anybody, but
Oh,
when I
damn.
was partnered with somebody at one point, I could use the scheduled setting, and then when I unlinked from them, that option went away for me.
I'm gonna have to try
But
to
now
check
it's
that
back.
out because sometimes I just want to go to sleep and not have to, put it out at a certain time.
So I'm going to
good.
start using the scheduled setting a whole lot more.
Yeah, that ain't too shabby. Yeah, Cross,
Yeah,
what's going up in your life?
Yeah, no, I just weird, like crazy thing. Like I was on vacation. That's why I wasn't on the. I didn't. I said I wasn't going to be here next week, and it was because I was on a vacation with my girlfriend and her parents, and that was cool. We went to like a hotel and casino thing where I actually won $17, which was cool. I guess if you add what I lost, I made $7, but I didn't lose money, so that's good. And yeah, what is it? 2 nights ago, we woke up and our carpet was entirely soaked
Yeah.
with water, like a half-inch
What?
of water, all in the bathroom. It didn't seem to come from the ceiling. It didn't come from the walls. It appears to have come up from the carpets.
Yep. Just
So-
emerged.
Yeah. Apparently, like, the irrigation system is right outside of our house, and it, like, overflowed or something, so it came up in our bedroom. So we couldn't get it fixed yesterday because the office was closed, but now there's a gigantic industrial fan running, like, really close to me, and it's hard to hear anything. So I'm surprised it's not showing up on the podcast, but I took a few precautions to try to minimize the sound.
Yeah, thankfully it's not. So
Mm.
nothing other than your usual noise. It's fine.
Yeah.
Well, I
that's-
mean, it's really no different from having another huge fan next to you, Cross, from all
Yeah,
your YouTube.
right.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Got a
Oh,
bunch of huge
I get it.
fans.
Yeah,
Uh,
a huge fan.
I've never had a huge fan right next to me. They're all virtual people that exist online. But yeah, and we're also probably going to get ready to move back to New York because we're going to move in May, I think. So,
Oh shoot! Don't you live on the West Coast right now?
yes, I'm in Arizona right now.
I should come visit you. I'm in California. I've got time.
What part of California?
Northern California.
That's going to be at least a 12-hour drive.
Yeah.
Because I have another friend in Northern California. I looked, it was a 12-hour drive, so I don't know if that's
Jesus.
viable. That's still you still have to travel across the entire country to the south, basically, if you live in Northern California.
Cali.
I know, and I don't think I want to go to Arizona. That sounds like a terrifying place.
Yeah, well, Arizona
It's,
is
uh,
where everybody goes to cry.
it's not as horrible as I thought the people were gonna be like weird because I mean I'm all there's paranoias when you've lived in one place your entire life, but I don't know, everyone's been pretty polite actually, like more polite than they are in the East Coast, at least in New York. People are like,
I can imagine
don't
that.
care. Yeah, just people just try to ignore you as much as they can in New York, but here like you'll pass another human being and they'll say like hi.
Oh God, screw that! I'm never going there.
I like it.
Same
it's
thing
nice.
here. I'd rather go to New York and have everybody try to ignore me. But then again, I am not
They
a
will
city guy.
succeed in ignoring you.
You can just
they will succeed.
flop down on the ground and they'll walk right over you, on you.
Literally,
even.
well, in New York City, definitely. Like you could be dying on the ground, and as long like maybe if you puked blood on their shoes, they'd probably just dodge the blood.
With that, they'd be looking at their smartphone and just move their leg. It's like, well, man. Yeah, no.
That's too. I would consider trying to visit you if you lived in the South California, but I don't know if that's going to work.
Well, if I lived in the South California, I'd know I'd know every celebrity. I'd know how to surf. I'd have perfect hair.
AKA,
blonde.
you wouldn't know us.
But yeah,
I'd talk
that's
to everybody,
pretty.
try to get my movie deal going.
It's probably in human nature because everybody like to ignore people because everybody in New York does that. So it's a large collection of people. So it's just human nature to not like anybody.
Yeah, no,
I've
there's
learned-
there's more people than ants there. Can't pay attention to everyone. Your head would explode.
I've definitely learned to ignore people, though. I've learned my lesson. I've tried to be nice to people, and it doesn't work.
That doesn't get you anywhere. You just have to be horrible and cold-shouldered to everybody.
I will be horrible and cold-shouldered. I'll just pretend not to exist,
Same thing.
and I'll try to pretend that everybody else doesn't exist.
Yeah, exactly. Just get really good at dodging blood puke, and you'll be fine.
That's the most important thing. No, one of my former roommate back when he was a lot younger went on New York City, and he had just started drinking, and apparently sometimes he'd periodically like pass out because he'd get dehydrated. And one time he just passed out on a New York City bus, and when he woke up, there was just a completely different group of people on the bus, and he was just in the aisle. Like, no one tried to do anything. And then he passed out, like, closer to our hometown, and when he woke up, there was, like, 3 people fussing over him, like, oh my god, are you okay? So, like, I don't know. I don't think I could live in the city, but...
Especially on buses, and, like, those are mostly just people who don't want to be on the bus with other horrible human beings. And they just want to get off as fast as possible, so...
In New York City, buses are scary. I don't think I want to ever be on them.
Yeah, I don't know, man. The closer that you get to densely populated areas, the worse it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey, welcome to everybody in the podcast, in the chat, who said hello. Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah. What is this? The Star Citizens thing is a Kickstarter, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I don't know too much about it. All I know is that...
Star Citizen?
Yeah, Star Citizen.
Oh, no, sorry. I'm
You've heard of
thinking
it?
another game.
Well, let me
No,
just
I
give a
think
brief rundown on it. What were you saying?
I was thinking of, what's that game that's kind of like Earthbound that it just released on the Virtual Console for Wii U?
The Mother 3.
No, it's like Heroes of
Just
Earth or
released.
something like that.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that. But yeah, it
Or
was a...
Citizens of Earth.
Star Citizen is basically just a Kickstarter project, and I'm sure people have heard about it before because I think it's the most... Is it the most funded Kickstarter thing?
Well,
Ever?
I think Exploding Cats is the most... Wait, no, it can't be because if that's 75 million. Jeez.
Not percentage-wise, like overall funding, because Star Citizen is just reaching the $75 million mark.
That's crazy.
Holy
Wait,
crap.
I'm looking this up right now.
Yeah, and
So I don't
apparently
think I've heard of it.
the developer, or one of the developers, said that the initial client size will probably be around 100 gigabytes to download. So that's...
So it's a 3D space travel simulator.
I think it's a life simulator at this point. They're going for so many different things. You can just get in a ship and do whatever you want. So I'm excited to see how badly this thing crashes and burns.
That's what I'm saying. As soon as you said that, I'm like, that's worrying. That means they're gonna spend all their money on a ship design, and then they're gonna go all double fine and have to ask for more money.
Booze and hookers, and then they're gonna split it up into parts. They're like, this half the
Hell,
galaxy will be over here.
They could just spend $1 million on enough booze and hookers. I don't know if that's gonna sink them, but
Yeah, 100 gigabytes, minion. That's pretty insane. I don't even have that much space available on my hard drive right now. I haven't had that much space available in years.
this is a really ambitious project, and I hope it's. I don't have any faith in it. So.
Yeah, that's a horrible thing about games and Kickstarter. We've talked about this before. And
But do you have faith in anything?
No, of course not. One of the biggest disappointments for me so far is the Deadlinger, because I know that they don't mean to disappoint their fans. It's just they do. Jesus Christ. Let's just hope that gets better. They finished Kickstarter under 2 million, and now they have 75 million. Damn, it's insane. Imagine what the dudes at Ronimo could do with all that money.
Wait, what could they do? I don't know. I feel like the
Or they could finally put their own custom servers instead of peer-to-peer connection.
That's actually true. I didn't think about that. That alone would have a huge effect in the game, I think.
I'm sure they would pump up their team quite substantially and make like 80 maps and 400 awesome mods.
Yeah, and have like maps with 5 players or something weird. Well, that would split the community. That's the damn problem. It always splits the community.
Yep. They could have a marketing budget. Holy crap.
Yeah, and then they inflate the community so much.
They could finally have their own Awesome Knots cartoon.
Oh my God.
I'd watch it.
Yeah, me too. I'd buy it all. Cuddles is my waifu.
Okay. Moving on from companion sleeping with a gun.
No, speaking of MOBAs, on Steam, there's Infinite Crisis is coming to Steam. That was a great segue. I think I've talked about this before. I might have even talked about it in the last podcast. It was a decent
segue until you said that was a great segue.
But yeah, if you've never heard of Infinite Crisis before, Cross did a video on it. Just go to his channel and search up Infinite Crisis. Although at the time, it's probably horribly out of date right now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Was I in that video?
No, I did both of my video. I planned to do a video with like a whole bunch of people, and it just never happened.
Infinite Crisis?
Yeah.
Because I remember I played with you, Cross, and I'm just terrible at MOBAs in general.
You were better than me. I remember that.
All I did was I found someone and I just pushed all my action keys and then ran away.
Yeah, that's what I do.
That's what we still do after 100 hours.
Yeah, I think Taz actually uploaded some Infinite Crisis footage that nobody ever bothered to record. So if you go to Tazman's channel, then you'll find something like that.
Well, I posted the link to my video, but
yeah.
I was terrible and I'm still terrible. Here's the other, like, this is why I'm probably never playing Infinite Crisis unless I do, like, a player wipe or something where we get to keep the things we bought, but I played a whole bunch when other people were inexperienced, and then I stopped. So now my skill level in the game is set to fight people who really know what they're doing, but I have no idea what I'm doing. And it's not like Awesome Nuts where it resets every season. It's like I have to fight League 1s every time I go in, and I'm a League 4.
Yeah, like the way they have it set up is based on your level of your profile account. So, like, you start out level 0 and you face other level 0s. But me and Cross played so much back in, like, beta days that we got up to 30 or around there. So now we're facing, like, level 30s. And most of the time they're people who just started playing, like, a couple months ago. And they got up to level 30 and they've been playing constantly, so...
You know, the last time me and Companion played, it was just depressing.
Well, mostly because we couldn't even get into the game mode that we wanted to play, really.
That's true.
We sat there for, what, 15 minutes?
Oh, you're right. All right, so the thing is, since they're going to add it to Steam, there might be a gigantic influx of players who don't know what they're doing. If they reset our levels, I might play it again, but otherwise... So...
I'm going to definitely check it out when it gets on Steam, because you're going to be able to play as Crypto, the dog.
Crypto, the super dog.
Yeah, that's right, super. I forgot about that.
That's great. But yeah. That's the thing that's happening. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Hopefully, there's a shit ton of players on there, because once it gets released, it's going to be like Dota 2 and Infinite Crisis that are going to be the only two good MOBAs on Steam, in my opinion.
What about Awesomeness?
Well, Awesomenauts is a pseudo MOBA.
Oh?
Yeah.
I never said I was done playing Awesomenauts. What are you talking about?
No, that's exactly what he said. No, that's right. Relic, the good source of information. He said that you're going to only upload Awesomenauts from now on. And that one guy was like, no.
No, I've been pretty much done playing Awesomenauts because I'm no good at it anymore.
Which is too bad, because you have a duck.
That's true. I have a duck, and I'm still an admin on the main forums.
Give me your duck. I want it.
You can turn off
I
the
could try
duck
to
mode.
nominate you for a duck. I know Youst pretty well.
I don't think I do
I'm
enough
in with
to
Ralph.
deserve a duck right now.
Man, you should get like 500 Robo Scoop skins to give away to everybody.
Now, wouldn't that... You know, that might be actually feasible. I could actually ask one of the admins and do some type of giveaway.
Cool. If only you
But-
played lots and lots of Awesomenauts.
But I don't.
Yeah, just give me the awesome Nobi channel. Give it to me.
Yeah, Dux is like a special icon you get for being a support to the community.
Something special.
Yeah, and-
some of the
And since I'm
admins.
an admin, I get an automatic duck because I'm an admin.
He administrates the forums, and he gets to see the horrible posts by everybody in the balance section.
I don't go to the balance section.
Oh.
I go to
Thank
the
God.
main forums and off topic the most.
Jesus, I'd say
There's
the
no way to
balance is-
moderate the balance forums.
Yeah, the balance is
I
worse than the off-topic, in my opinion.
I give that to Fishman Derp and Nico the most, and they do a good job.
Yeah,
I thought that you
Say
got the duck for
actually-
the awesome Nobi channel.
No, I got the duck for the for being an admin.
I
Oh.
posted a YouTube video of Awesomenauts giving me duck.
No, but there was interesting awesomeness. He had like his science and his.
No,
Yeah,
no, I was,
yeah,
I was
interesting.
talking about just
True.
random Let's Players
Oh,
saying that.
And I
I
had skin
posted 20
comparisons
videos
too.
of awesomeness. Give me 20 ducks.
20 ducks, huh?
I want
Give me 20 ducks. Give me 20 ducks. I
No,
want
no,
the
sorry,
20
we're talking
ducks.
about Awesomenauts. They have a duck. Listen, just Google search Awesomenauts duck. And we're talking about Awesomenauts in the game forums. I'm sorry if we're being unclear. I hate it when I'm watching a podcast and they talk about a game and they're like, so I was playing this game. And then they talk about it and I'm like, wow, that game sounds awesome.
Yeah,
what was
they-
it called again? And they just
They
don't
Never
go
say
back.
it ever again. Yeah.
I have to be like, now
Wow,
time
but
to
speaking
reload.
of games we've been playing...
Oh, have you been playing something interesting?
No, not really. Well,
That was a great segue. Oh wait,
Yeah.
well, no, it's not. So not really.
I recently played Costume Quest. I thought that was pretty fun.
Oh,
Yeah, I got bored.
what does that game entail? I've never heard of it.
It's a turn-based RPG that takes place on Halloween.
Oh,
Does that about cover it?
Yeah, that does. I think what I like the most about it is it's almost like the game portrays itself. Because, like,
Oh.
when you look at the game, it's totally... Everything's just very fun and almost like a Saturday morning cartoon kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
But the dialogue and everybody's banter and stuff like that is very adult. And it's almost kind of creepy in that way. But I like it, because that's kind of like Double Fine's style.
Yeah.
Especially
I really-
if you've ever played Psychonauts.
Yeah, I was gonna say I need to finish Psychonauts because I got stuck on
never-
like the squid boss. I think I might have been glitched or something, but I couldn't beat him, and then I just stopped playing.
Oh my god, you've never beaten Psychonauts?
No, I got stuck on the squid boss.
Oh my gosh. That would be a good game for you to play through, I think.
That's the thing. I would have let's played it like a year ago, but I couldn't beat the squid boss.
Well, it's on Steam now.
Oh, I own it. I've owned it for a long time.
Oh, well
what
then...
game? Costume Quest?
No,
Psychonauts.
Psychonauts.
Oh,
Made by the
sorry.
same people.
And I actually convinced my mom to buy a Costume Quest as well.
Hmm.
Mostly
I
because
got- she'd
she'd find the most joy from running around and hitting things to get pieces of candy. Because she's a collector person.
Gotcha.
She'd love Assassin's Creed.
Look, I'm up to 80 feathers, so
Cross, why?
I'm doing this because I want that cutscene. The cutscene that's going to be horrible and not worth it.
You could just, like, you know, edit in and then...
I'm not going to steal someone else's Let's Play
Well,
content.
no, it's not stealing. It's borrowing without asking. And then never giving it
It's
back.
under the fair use cross.
It is. It
Just
doesn't
make sure
mean
you-
that I...
Just make sure you
Go on.
criticize or parody it, and it will be under fair use.
Look, I already got 50 feathers, and I have a hammer that's slightly better than the other hammers.
Oh,
so-
damn. Like you ever use hammers.
I do use hammers. They're hilarious.
No, I
They're
don't think
stealth
you do.
kills to, like, smash someone back in the head, like, 5 times. It's brutal as hell.
Hell. I
You're
like
just like,
the,
bash, 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 bash.
I like the blades and just stab people. And they're like, I'm gonna
Did
hit
you know
with
you
my
can take the
sword.
brooms?
The brooms?
You can take a broom. You can kill people with brooms, yeah.
I still haven't
Yeah,
beaten that
like,
game, by the way.
You should beat it so I can talk to you about it.
I don't think I've played it since we talked about it that one night.
Yeah.
That was
No.
ages ago. I have boxes to collect.
Okay. Don't send me messages on Steam, for God's sake.
Yeah, you just have to go offline,
Who's
man.
messaging you on Steam? Who do we make fun of?
Test X, who was in the chat. There was literally no reason to do that. Could have easily done that. That's what I get for not signing off Steam, but that's, for God's sakes. Right.
So when I get famous, am I going to have to do that too? Am I going to have to be offline on Steam all the time?
Yeah. Or just
Everyone?
don't add people, I don't know. But, all right, well, speaking of Assassin's Creed, then, I want to complain about the new Assassin's Creed game that I got them, because I have been playing that a bit.
Oh, please
Uh,
do.
So, Assassin's Creed Liberty, I just bought it because it was $5. And it's, like, the concept seems really cool. It's like a side... It takes place around the same time as Assassin's Creed 3, where that's, like, colonial times. But you play as a woman who's, like, half slave, half noble. And so, awesome concept, but... It immediately, like, turned me off because, first of all, it's a Vita port, so there's that.
Yeah.
And the cutscene that first ran was running so choppily, I couldn't even pay attention to what was happening. So I had to turn all the settings down to, like, crap, and now it's running kind of okay. But let me just go over the story of this character, how they introduce her. She's a little girl, and she chases a chicken, and then some guards kick her, and then now she's an assassin.
Go on.
Like, I'm not kidding. That's all they tell you at the beginning. And if you compare that to the way they introduced the first two characters, like, you've got to be kidding. I don't know who the hell this person is. They haven't told me a damn thing. It's like, why do I even care?
Well, it was only a Vita game, so that's an excuse to have it be terrible.
But that means it's terrible. Also, there's, like, at the beginning, like, it's supposed to take place in the Animus. And they're just like, you just bought memories to learn about this assassin. This is powered by Asturgo, that causes
What?
a lot of logical issues too. Yeah.
Who-
Why would Asturgo be selling memories to learn about assassins? I don't understand. Anyway, but all right. It's just the gameplay also runs kind of choppily. Like,
Chicken chaser.
there's some cool things because you can dress up as a slave woman, a noble woman, or an assassin, and people treat you differently.
I like
But
that.
yeah, it's cool.
Oh,
Like,
so
there's a
just
lot of
like
cool
Costume
concepts.
Quest.
Yes, exactly like Costume Quest, except more stabbing of slave owners. But I don't know. I'm gonna keep on playing it. It's just it runs badly, and that's kind of unforgivable.
Can it
And I
also
was
be your
reading
computer.
reviews. It could be, but I was able to run like every other game okay.
I would highly doubt that because Ubisoft right now just isn't really known for optimization.
No. I also had to do some fancy jazz just to get the game to start, of course, which I guess I expected.
It's unfortunate too because I really used to like Ubisoft a lot as a developing company, but something happened.
Yeah, they've gone to crap. It's almost like they got bought by EA.
Yeah, I
Not
know.
quite
Maybe
that.
there's some secret backdoor deal we haven't heard of.
Yeah, did they get secret bought by EA? Because they're acting like it.
You know, when the
I don't-
CEO of Ubisoft comes up and is like, "Well, people can't tell the difference between 24 frames a second and 60 frames a second.
We're trying to make it more cinematic.
Your eyes can't
Wait.
tell the difference."
24 frames a second?
Yeah, because that's what movies usually run at.
So it's
It's-
lower
it's
than
their-
what Super Nintendo was on?
Yeah. They said
Even that was
they.
30 frames.
I forget the exact
Dun,
argument,
dun.
but it was something like basically the CEO of Ubisoft was saying that nobody can really tell the difference between 30 and 60 frames a second, and that 60 frames per second looked bad.
Yeah, it
So
was
that
just
was
an
their
excuse
reason
to
for-
have like horrible frame rate issues.
Well, I think Assassin's Creed Liberation runs on like 4 frames a second, so they definitely put that into practice.
But I thought, because wasn't it The Hobbit? One of those movies ran at 60 frames a second.
Probably.
I think it was 48 frames.
Oh,
And I watched it in
I do
48
actually
frames,
remember
and I didn't
hearing that
notice,
some
like,
people said it looked weird.
Yeah, but
it definitely looked weird. I didn't know that was why though.
But I think it's just because it's new. I mean, I bet everybody kind of freaked out when 3D was out. And now
I
it's
saw
kind
it
of
in
normal.
IMAX with 3D. I can't tell you. I'm not going to say it looked bad, but it did look different in a way that I wasn't able to pin down.
It's
Yeah.
to me, it's like when Blu-ray came out and everything was running at that kind of 50, 60 frames a second. And it did. It looked weird, but then I liked it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. But YouTube runs at 60
Canyon.
frames per second now, I guess, instead of 30.
I know.
Which is how it was when I was.
I managed to upload at 60 frames a second now. Took a little bit of effort, but I can. Because the device I record on only records at 720 60.
So do you record at 60 and upload at 60?
I do.
Oh.
I had
Yeah,
to
so,
I had to reduce my Wii U down to 720 instead of 1080. Because my my box doesn't go for 1080. I'm planning on getting a new device, the Elgato 1080 60,
Oh.
so it can record at 1080 60.
Cross.
But for now, you can't really tell the difference.
Yeah, that's true. And plus, most people don't really watch at 60 either. Like, my internet could not handle 60. I can hardly run 30 480p.
Wait, do I just think I'm running at 60 and I don't know, or I don't even know how to check?
I could check.
It depends
I
on
can
what
check
your
on your video.
Fraps recordings are.
Oh, I put it at 6. The thing I originally recorded Isaac at 30 frames because I thought it would run better, and it was running terribly. And then I put it down to 60, and it's running great.
Well, yeah,
So I don't
the
know
thing
what's
about
bad.
Fraps, when you select 30, it caps it at 30, so it doesn't go above.
Oh,
And the 60
okay.
thing, that changes that. Like, it can go up to 60. So that's just different caps
Gotcha.
for the different games. Yeah, but when I'm recording stuff like Half-Life 2 mods, I usually get around 25 frames.
Okay.
I almost never go above 30, unfortunately. But I think that's just due to my processor being a pile of butt.
Fair
Well,
enough.
Cross, if I just looked at one of your Binding of Isaac videos, you said you are uploading at 60. You say? You are not.
What do you what?
You might not be
Your
rendering
highest-
at 60.
Your
Maybe I'm
highest
not
setting
rendering
right
at
now.
60.
Yeah, your highest setting right now is 480p.
Weird, because I'm recording at 60. Maybe I'm just doing. I don't know if we should talk about this on the podcast because now we're getting
That's
this
right,
back.
No, I'll help you out after the podcast.
Okay. But yeah, Assassin's Creed Liberation. I love the concept. So far, badly executed, but I'll probably give a report on that next podcast to see if it's gotten better in my impression.
I can talk about another game that I played that came out actually about 6 days ago on today. Hotline
Go.
Miami 2.
Wait, you played it?
Yep, I played it, beat it, and I loved it.
God. I don't want to buy it
Did
for
you,
$40.
Did you get the jacket DLC along
Yeah.
with it for Payday 2?
That's like the main thing that pushed me over to buying it before it got released. Like, I saved $3 on the digital deluxe. It came with a pack for Payday 2 to get an extra character and like some weapons and a perk deck. So, gotta collect all the DLC.
That's what they want you
That
to
definitely
do.
is what it's coming like for Payday 2 right now. It's got to collect all the DLCs.
It's gotta wait till a sale and then spend $5 to get 18 DLC. Yeah. But Hotline Miami 2, no, it's a really fun game. If you enjoyed Hotline Miami 1, you're gonna enjoy Hotline Miami 2. I have no doubts that you are going to. There's a couple different things that people have a gripe with, but overall the game it's basically like Hotline Miami 1, but more polished and more
Hopefully
mechanics
better
added in.
optimized.
Yeah, I think it is as well.
Speaking of horrible optimization, I still can't record Hotline Miami 1 because it's optimized so badly. So that's
Well,
the thing.
hilariously, I've never played either one.
I was
Actually,
just trying to figure out what was going on in the chat there. Sorry.
Yeah, I recommend it. We're good.
Yeah, Hotline Miami 1, it was pretty good, and Hotline Miami 2 is fucking pretty great as well. It actually has a story this time around. I'm not
The
gonna
other one had a
spoil it.
story.
No, it didn't.
It did.
No, it didn't.
Look, it did. I can tell you the story. Well, you already know. You saw the same errant signal video I did, but I think that concept
me
was
to-
the story.
Oh. Yeah, well,
Yeah,
that
that changes everything.
bullshit. It is stupid.
but here's the
I don't
thing:
like
if the
it.
second one does have a story, that kind of invalidates the theory that.
Exactly. They were just too lazy.
Anyway.
They wanted to make an amazing murder simulator, and they did that. And I can't blame them. It was fun. It's an adrenaline-fueled massacre simulator. So it's like a puzzly sort of adrenaline puzzle shoot.
But
instead.
there's a story. I mean,
No, not
there's
really.
a story. Look, even Mario has a story.
You just go somewhere and you kill somebody, and then you come back.
No, it's
and
more
you
it's
go
more
somewhere
complicated
else.
than that.
Sure, yeah, I know it is, but
Ma-
Look,
Wait,
I can't,
Mario
I'm being
is?
really vague. I'm being vague because I don't want to say anything.
well, I mean, I could put on the spoiler background, and we could talk about it for a bit.
No.
Okay. Hotline Miami 2, though, it's pretty good. How many times have I said that already? I don't know.
it's pretty good.
We're great.
But
My review is
That's, they're-
good. Pretty good.
it's like Skyrim
I'm
with
come
guns.
on here. I'm gonna review my Hotline Miami 2. I come on here and I play it, and it's pretty good. I'd say recommend play it because there's you go around and you're got a chicken head and you hit people and there's yeah, pretty good.
You
Pretty
don't
good
actually
review.
have a chicken head. Yeah.
Well, sometimes you have a chicken head, sometimes you don't. There's this guy, he has a tape recorder, sometimes he plays it. It's pretty good.
Oh, you're talking about Payday 2.
Oh wait, Jacket isn't in the first one? Or second
Yeah,
one?
he is. No, he's... Well, I mean,
I
technically...
thought Jacket was the main character in the second one.
No. No, he's
Well,
not
it
the
looks
main
like I
character.
got my review wrong, but it's okay because the game's pretty good.
I got my review wrong. I didn't actually play the game, but it's
I
pretty
give
good.
it a pretty good out of sort of good.
Yeah, but there's a couple of gripes that some people have with the game. One of my biggest gripes, well, there's actually two of them, but one of my biggest gripes was that you can take some bullets. Like, if you get shot, sometimes you'll live from getting a bullet in you, which I don't like that aspect. I want it to be, you fuck up even slightly and you have to restart. Just like in Hotline Miami 1.
I remember watching this.
No, go on.
I said I remember watching this speed run of Hotline Miami 1, and they hated it because the entire game is basically random. Is that basically kind of the same thing? As
I don't know if it's...
sometimes you're shot,
I don't know
sometimes
if
you're
it's
shot and you
random,
get
though.
killed. Sometimes you're shot and you don't die. Sometimes you hit somebody and they don't die. Somebody you hit them and they die really fast.
Wait, was it like... Did you... I'm pretty sure that if you got shot at all in Hotline Miami 1, you would just die. Hotline Miami 2, though, you
Yeah.
can take a bullet. Which,
Yeah, you can take, I think, a melee hit in the first one, like a punch, but I think almost everything else kills you.
Yeah, you get shot and you're done. In Hotline Miami 2, you can
Yeah.
get shot once, which I don't really enjoy that aspect. But
Yeah.
the other problem I had with Hotline Miami 2 was that AI is kind of fiddly, or at least it was when I played it on launch day. They might have patched it because they've had like 5 patches since then, but like the
What do you
AI
mean?
You know how doors operate in Hotline Miami? You can knock people over and stuff?
Yeah.
In Hotline Miami 2, sometimes it would get stuck in the door and like spaz out, and you would have to get in the doorway to hit them down or kill them. Like,
Ugh.
you couldn't just melee them when they're in the doorway in that glitch state, because the game just wouldn't, recognize it. Maybe it thought the door was there or something. But sometimes, like, your hits won't register if you're swinging through a doorway as well, because doors are fiddly sometimes in that game. Other than
Yeah.
that, though, I don't really remember having any huge problems with the game. It's a pretty good, well-done story. A lot of people, I don't know, I'm not going to say anything about it, but it's pretty
Okay.
well done. The gameplay is just as you would expect. It's very fluid. Overall, 10 out of 10 IGN, like Skyrim with guns.
Do they still have the thing where the screen like moves back and forth like you're on drugs?
They toned that down.
Okay, because it got a bit much at some time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The best part, I love the first game because there was a mask that made you have like super deadly fists, and I feel like that was just the best mask. Because you just punch someone and they die. I loved it.
Yeah. What else? What other games have I been playing lately? I've been playing Payday 2 lately. I actually started a series on that called Payday 2 Road to Infamy 25100. It's gotten a pretty good reception, although I don't know what's going on. I try to ask people what they think about it, and the response is mixed. Like, I think I have 6 or 7 likes and 6 or 7 dislikes.
Jeez.
Yeah, I don't know how. I don't. Mixed
That's
signal.
unusual.
Just tell me, okay. If you're one of my viewers and you don't like something that I put up, I don't mind if you dislike the video. I would just like to know why you disliked it, because any YouTuber who sees like a dislike on their video, some of them might be like, oh shit, that's a dislike. But I try to take that stuff into account, and it's really hard to take stuff into account when you don't know why the person disliked it, especially, when they don't tell you. It's just really hard to figure out. So that's just a thing. Like, if you're watching any YouTuber and you dislike the video, then maybe leave a comment saying like, this is why I didn't like the video at this part or something.
Yeah, but don't be like,
sure
don't be like, some people just want to watch the gameplay and hearing some jerk yammer on, because then it's just like, find another channel. That's what I do.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I'm
Not
pretty
that I've
sure I
gotten
just
that
have somebody
exact
who comes to my videos and dislikes them.
Hmm.
You'll get people like that.
Well, you know what they say. I don't know. What were we talking about?
They-
Oh yeah, Payday 2.
They probably clicked on your video and thought they were General McBadass, and they weren't, so they disliked you.
Hey, it's General McBeth. No, Companion Cube. Oh.
Oh,
Get
he's not
ready
a
for
general
powwow.
or a McBadass.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm really tired right now. This is not going so well.
Oh,
No, I'm
it's
just
going
trying to say why I don't
fine.
like your video.
Oh. Thanks.
Hey, I disliked it because you went down all the time that one video.
That's
Companion
true.
Cube.
I am trying to get good at awesome mods, just like Relic and Butt Kiss. But,
You'll never be as good at me in Payday 2.
probably not. I've also been
No one
playing,
will like to be as good as me. I'm amazing.
as
Got that game I've never
Totally owns
played.
the game.
You played Payday 1 before, and you were pretty alright. I mean,
Was I? Oh, well,
all right,
let's not count Heat Street. That was horrible. I felt bad about my life after that video.
Heat Street is so annoying in Payday 1.
It was the second stage I ever played.
It was the first stage I ever played.
Oh, goody.
And then I realized how hard Payday is compared to Payday 2.
Mm.
Except armor actually makes sense in Payday 1.
I don't know, does
Oh,
it...
you don't have a magic shield?
It's an amazing magical shield that
does it
actually
make
absorbs
sense,
damage.
though? Like, Payday and Armor in Payday 2 works basically the same way as Payday 1. It's just a circle now instead of an outline.
Yeah, and you have like 80% less.
Well, I don't know, man. Just put on the most amazing armor ever and get the
And only
bulletproof.
take 3 hits on Death Wish.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what happened. I was playing the Christmas heist thing. Yeah.
Or you can go a dodge build in Payday 2 and actually survive.
Nah, that's boring. And full. That's just all nerds use that. I've also been playing awesome mods.
Full dodge is for nerds.
I've been trying to get good at the new character Nibs, but playing in League 2 territory while playing a new character sucks ass. So I think I'm gonna play her a lot when the league, like the leaderboard, switch over. I'm gonna try to.
I should just
main her.
sign on to my girlfriend's account and play Nibs there.
But then you'll
That's
get
not
her
a-
to like League 30. I mean, not 30, 3.
30, perfect. You'll rule them all.
I still don't have the Starstorm DLC.
Yeah, well, if you're not going to play Awesome Mods, don't get it. But if you do, I'd
Yeah.
say it's worth it.
My problem with Nibs is that she doesn't sound or look like she's doing as much damage as she does. Like with her fire breath.
She damages my eardrums pretty nicely with her voice.
Yeah, well, just
That's
shove
the
your
thing.
ears in that giant fan that you have.
She
and
doesn't
you'll
have
be
the
fine.
same seductive, alluring voice like Coco does for
Goodbye,
Cross.
I don't like cars. Thanks for joining the podcast.
But yeah, we have 10 minutes left. Should we do wrap up?
Well, there is one thing I wanted to mention
Sure.
about somebody in the chat. LDT Text mentioned that some guys at the LDT clan sort of thing are planning to put together a podcast of some kind. So if you guys ever get that up and running, let me know, and I'll drop a link in our podcast here. You guys can go check it out. Yeah, if you don't know who LDT is, it's just it's a small group of people who post stuff to a channel, LDT
Yeah,
games.
I did one killing floor video with them once, I think. I think that's the only collaboration. And they were, and two of them were on the podcast once, weren't they?
Yes, LDT, Matt and John. I think they're
Yeah,
the
and they
only
made fun
two
of
in that.
America.
Yeah, I just sat there taking it. Right.
You're just
I'm
like,
so
yeah,
out of the
so-
loop.
Well, we kind of do.
That was like a year ago.
It's like
well, yeah.
it's been months since I've been on the podcast or something.
Yeah, well,
I opened up
Well, this
Steam
was-
one day and I had
a
like
year ago.
6 invites to 6 different groups,
Growlsby.
and
Like
and
my-
all of my common friends in the group was Cross, Relic, Dagless, Cube.
Oh, what are you talking about? I'm sorry, I was too busy zoning
I said I
out.
opened Steam and there was like 6 invites to 6 different groups, and all of my common friends in those groups was Cross, Cube, Dagless.
We are your only friends, man.
I used to be part of a group. I used to be an admin in my own little group. I used to be SSS Konobi, not just Konobi. But that group is gone.
But all right,
I still talk
wrap
to
up.
them.
There's somebody asked a question in chat. Grosby asked, where's the new episode of Gods Will Be Watching? Funny story about that. I actually spent like 2 days trying to get that together because the audio malfunctioned on Audacity. So like an hour and a
That's
half
fun.
of the footage was just defunct. So I'm going to have to re-record that, and I haven't been wanting to go back because I hate re-recording stuff.
Yeah.
And now I don't have that element of randomness anymore of trying to figure out what the hell to do because I know exactly what to do now. Yeah. It'll be out probably within a week. So, or you can just, watch somebody better too.
So what else will be on your channel, companion?
Well, another thing that will be up on my channel. Thank you for the segue, Cross Knights.
No, stop it.
It's also going to be probably more Payday 2 Road to Infamy 25100. That'll be going up regularly from now on unless I get bored of it. I wish I could stream that. I really wish I could stream that. It would be so much better streaming.
But it's your internet, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, look at the GIF. Look at that poor goddamn frog. He hasn't been smoothly dancing in years.
I actually plan on purchasing XSplit here real soon. Maybe I can stream for you on my good internet.
Or you can get OBS.
Well, you could
OBS?
probably join the Drive Not Found. Not that I shouldn't mention that here, but we'd probably be fine with that because there's not. The plan was to have it like people streaming all the time, and no one does. It's just Dagless.
yeah, I mean,
So-
I won't have any problems with that.
Yeah,
I
but
do
we'll have to
actually plan
discuss
on
it.
streaming in my future, though.
Yeah, we'd have to
But
ask
But I
Daggers.
haven't found anything I really want to stream.
Just find a random game. But the other things that'll be going up my channel are Sword of the Stars of Pit. I'll probably get back into that with the gold on the Warrior. And then Striker after that, and then the new DLCs. And then after that, there's something else going up on my channel, but I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, Hector. Hector, an
There we
indie
go.
horror game that one of the devs actually threw a copy at my face, so, I might be a little biased in that
Cool.
game. Although, so far, right now, I gotta say, there's a lot of walking, and there's a lot of not much happening, so I might cut that a lot. Yeah, that's also what I enjoyed a lot, J9LP, about Gods Will Be Watching, is the randomness and trying to figure out what the hell to do.
So, Cross Knights, what's going to be on your channel?
Well, I was going to ask you next. I don't want to be rude. What's on your channel?
What's going to be on my channel? I thought you'd never
Yeah.
ask.
That is what I'd ask.
Coming up on the 20th will be Mario Party 10 with all of my friends as much as possible.
Ooh.
Even though I know my best friend AJ will absolutely hate it, he gets to suffer. So yay. On top of that, I have a series that I plan on releasing that's actually going to be a comedic show, something that isn't a Let's Play, but rather actually is written out with a script. That I will be doing a Monday weekly show called Minecraft Mondays. Well, I will be doing slice of life type humor on Minecraft.
Cool.
Do you have
For
your
example-
pilot set up yet?
I do. The first pilot that I have is actually where me and my mother start a new world in Minecraft, and we decide that we're going to build a simple house. Because I've played Minecraft like a
don't
zillion
spoil
times,
it.
so I'm bored, and my mom's like, "Oh, but we'll just build simple houses," she says. So she goes off and builds a simple house, and I build this entire redstone mansion that's just absolutely confusing, but to me it's simple, so...
Well, it's
There's
pretty
something to look forward to
simple.
that. I've actually have a musical artist working with me who did the theme song.
Nice.
Whoa.
That would be one of my buddies from SSS who actually does his own music.
So you have
Well,
like
if
an
he has
entire
a YouTube
production
channel,
going
be
on.
sure to use the collaboration link.
I will use the collaboration link.
Oh,
But yes, I do have a bunch of people. I actually have my girlfriend who's helping me do some artwork as well.
Cool.
I kind of do have a production team, which is weird.
Yeah.
Well,
And
hopefully that turns
on
out
top
good.
of that, I plan on doing basics, just extra stuff too, because I don't have a job and now I'm just doing YouTube for as much as I can. I'm kind of just throwing out darts and seeing what sticks, if that makes any sense.
No, that
I'll be
makes
doing-
perfect sense.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing top 10 videos, all sorts of nonsense. I've got a review video that I'm also working on where I played a game called, oh gosh, now I've forgotten the name of it.
Called
There's a
Tick
link
Tick
to
Tick Tick.
Konobi's channel, by the way.
Ballpoint Universe. I have a review on Ballpoint Universe I've almost got done as well.
Cool.
So,
All right.
Crossnotes, what's going on with your channel?
On my channel, there's Binding of Isaac and Assassin's Creed, and that's pretty much it. I do Konobi at Freedom Planet, and I haven't gotten through it yet, but there's definitely going to be a video of that eventually. I know we talked about that on a previous podcast after he got over me. And I want to play Hotline Miami 2, and it won't let me. Or the first one, I mean, I could play the second one. I want to play the second one.
You could just,
Or-
play the second one because it's really fucking
I
good.
could. Maybe. I'm bad at timely video game releases based on when a game comes out,
Yeah.
because I always just wait a year and then no one cares. But whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know. It's still a little bit hard to record with my job, but my insomnia has been somewhat fixed, so maybe it'll get easier. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, so if you want to go to Konobi's channel and support him during his I don't have a job month, then you can go there. I link to it in the chat. And if you want to go to
certainly-
mine or Cross's channel, just search up youtube.com/relictie, and you will find us there.
Damn it. Why do I never see it coming?
I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Should we just end the podcast here? Cut it off because
Oh, but we have 2 minutes. It's
I
very
see
important.
we have 2 minutes. I'm going to plug my channel again.
okay, go
Let's
ahead.
find out what my girlfriend is
I'm
playing.
going to spam the chat.
Appears to
I'm going
be-
to spam the chat. I can't
No,
spam the
what
chat.
appears to be Farmville? Farmville 2, alright. There's pigs.
Okay, well that's
Farmville 2?
Yeah,
I
she's
need to
playing
download
Farmville
this.
2 right now. I'm looking at her. She seems annoyed that I'm mentioning her. Alright, never mind. And there's a fly in here, so we've got another update. Alright,
your
cool.
guys' giant fan should just like chop it up in a million bits.
I think it's just sucking them in from outside.
Oh, that's great.
You know,
They coming up through the carpet with the water.
yeah, it was the flies. They came on the flood. Oh god, that's the second plague. Wait, is it? No, that's locusts. Oh, never mind.
Same thing. Flies, locusts.
Yeah.
We were saying Konobi.
But-
You were gonna mention something real quick before we cut it off.
I mostly do Nintendo stuff, so if you want Nintendo stuff, go to me.
And then he gets slammed by Nintendo once he gets to like 30
And then I
subs.
get slammed by Nintendo. That's okay.
But yeah, this has been the Wenku podcast for 3/16/15. Thank you very much to everybody who watched. I'm going to put this right up on the YouTube channel, the VOD, pretty soon after we stream this. So if you missed anything, you can check it out up there, youtube.com/TheWaitingQueue. Thank you for joining me, Cross and Konobi.
No problem.
Sure thing.
Yeah, and I'll see you guys next week, or whenever the hell we do this again.
Or in 2 weeks, who knows?
Bi-weekly, maybe not weekly at all. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. And bye-bye.
See you later.
Zoop.